Good morning, sir. I am Osman Alpidukasam from 3BPEDC. The title of my report or the assigned task for me is Principle of High Quality Assessment, which is the Module 2. So now I will narrate this PowerPoint presentation. So the topic outline of my report is number 1, basic concept and principles. Number 2, instructional decision and assessment. I also added the assessment in classroom instruction. So the intended learning outcomes of my presentation, by the end of this topic or chapter, you must be able to: number 1, define what is high quality assessment. Number 2, explain the basic concept of high quality assessment. Number 3, apply instructional decision and assessment in situational problems in classroom assessment. And lastly, of course, include the identify the assessment in classroom. So what is principle of high quality assessment? It provides results that demonstrate and improve target student learning. So here, this is the basic concept and principles of the high quality assessment. So number 1 is clarity and appropriateness of learning targets. The definition is assessment can be made precise, accurate, and dependable if what we are to be achieved are clearly stated and feasible. So here are the clarity and appropriateness of target learning. Number 1, knowledge, which is the student mastery of the content. Number 2, reasoning, student ability to use their knowledge. Skills, student ability to demonstrate what they have learned. Number 4, products, student ability to create. And number 4, and lastly is effects, student emotional attainment. So number 2, appropriate assessment method. The definition is base match the method of assessment to learning targets. So this is assessment method and also the learning targets. So when we say objective supply, which is the learning targets would be knowledge, and also objective select, the learning targets would be knowledge also. Then you say the learning targets would be reasoning. Performance, the learning targets skills or product. The oral question, the learning targets knowledge and reasoning. Then observation, the learning targets knowledge or skills. And then the self-report, of course, the learning targets is effect. So number 3, balance. Assessment method should be capable of evaluating all domains of learning as well as the hierarchy of objectives. So we have this domain learning, cognitive, to affective, and psychomotor. So we have the pyramid of 2-person. Number 1 is Bloom taxonomy, of course. Then also Anderson pyramid. So sa Bloom taxonomy, the first is evaluation, synthesis, analysis, application, comprehension, and knowledge. And then Anderson naman is we will start through the creating, evaluating, analyzing, applying, understanding, and remembering. Of course, they are different ways of this pyramid. So number 4 is validity. Valid assessment is required. There are various validity kinds that need to be proven. Of course, kind of validity. Also, we have the construct validity, which is the measurement, and of course the inference validity, which is the studies. So in construct validity or the measurements, we have the translation. So in the construct validity measurement, or we have the translation and criterion. So in translation, we have the phase, content, and also in criterion, we have these branches, which is the productive, convergent, concurrent, and discriminant. And also the inference validity, or they are calling that studies, which is we have two validity, the external and the internal validity. So let's proceed to the number 5, reliability. Assessment should show consistent and stable results. There are methods which can be used to measure and establish reliability. Some of the measurements, which number 1 is place retake, 2 split half, number 3 parallel form, 4 test of stability, 5 is measurements of stability. So number 6, fairness. Assessment should give equal opportunities for every student or every individual. Number 7, the authenticity, which is the assessment should focus on real life scenarios and highlight practicability. So let's proceed to number 8, practicality and efficiency. Assessment should save time, money, or etc. And it should be resourceful also. So number 9 is assessment is continuous process. Assessment should be ongoing because it's a crucial component of the teaching learning process. So assessment informs, number 1 is placement assessment. This is the assessment forms in assessment is continuous process. Placement assessment, formative assessment, diagnostic assessment, and summative assessment. So number 10 is ethics and assessment. Assessment should not be used to discriminate against students. The right to confidentiality is one example of this assessment. So number 11 is clear communication. Assessment results should be communicated to the learners and the people involved. It is also communication should also be established between the teacher and the learners by way of pre and post-test reviews. So let's proceed to the number 12, positivity of consequences. So assessment should have a positive effect. It should motivate student to learn and do more, and should give way to improve the teacher's instruction. And also assessment results should be communicated to learners and the people involved. And also communication should also be established between the teacher and the learners by the I think this is same with the number 11. So let's proceed. I add also this instructional decision in assessment. So it's a procedure of determining what is suitable for students to improve their achievement and guide their effort to improve. So case number 1, Mr. Hamden shows his students step by step how to solve the problem. Expect them to do the problem exactly the aiming of he does. Number 2, case study. Mr. Jisoo asked Jenny to explain how she arrived at the answer to his problem. So there are different instructional decisions. I think this is effective or non-effective this instructional decision. So let's proceed to the assessment in classroom. So I also read this in the number 11 principles of assessment. So this is of assessment in classroom instruction. So there's a placement assessment determines student performance at the beginning of instruction. So number 2, formative assessment, methods learning progress during instruction. So when we say diagnostic assessment, diagnose learning progress during instruction. And when we say summative assessment, determines student achievement at the end of the instruction. So this is the reference of my work. Thank you so much and God bless us all.